Namaste, everyone. So, frankly, for a very long time, I've been, requested for, taking a tarot video related to how would your love life be, in the upcoming months. So, I thought that now September is ending. Let's do a video about how your love life would be in the last 3 months. Okay. So, we have done about health, we have done about money, and frankly I was requested for a twin flame video, but I'd rather make it more open to all kinds of love, whether it be your soulmate or whether it be your karmic, whatever kind of love you have in your life. So I'll give you three colors, okay? White, silver, and golden. So choose one of them. Okay, like take good 5 seconds. You can just pause the video here and come back. So for the ones who have chosen white, let's take your reading. So this time I'll go for five card reading. Let's see what's about to happen in your love life. White. Okay. And there's a jumper card as well. Very good. So jumper card is, something, when something more is required to be told to you by your higher self or your divine guides. So six cards we have today. Okay, so the first card is very beautiful. I'll get to every card. Oh my god. This seems like quite a positive one. Okay. The first one is Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. If you look at this person, you will get the opportunity to even relax and just look at beautiful things. Okay. In the sense, what? This is also a form of self love card, but definitely this is a relaxed card in the sense that you will not have to work too hard for it or something of that sort. Okay, so definitely love is coming your way. This shows abundance, this shows richness, and this shows enjoyment of that. Okay, so definitely you are going to be in a very very peaceful state as far as love is concerned. When you look at the next card, oh my god, this has a high level of interpretation. This is Eight of Wands. Now if you see, things are multiplying, so things are going to grow very soon. Oh my god, congratulations for that. Because if you see the wands, there are so many small leaves that are growing so at a very high pace, at a very high speed. Your love is going to grow. Congratulations. Like, this is the second card, which is like a very very important card. And it does show that if you are trying somewhere, if you're waiting for someone, then maybe it's coming very soon. But if you are waiting to go to someone, then that also is going to happen very soon. So congratulations for that. Either way, love is growing, and that too at an exponential rate. Okay. Then comes a third card. Okay, it's not a bad card. Chariot has multiple meanings, so I'll frankly tell you in terms of love. So if you see, there's a white and there's a black. So there comes this fight between reason and emotion. Okay, and now you are wondering at this point of time, in which order should you move ahead. Okay, so if you are the one who has to take the action, then you are in the right energy, in the warrior energy, and you'll probably take a good action. Okay. However, if you are the one in the waiting energy and you are expecting someone to come, that person is also about to make the right choice. Okay. So sometimes this card comes because you are being asked to take action. Okay. Judge both the sides well and take action, but sometimes it comes to you that you will be made to take action. You will be in a situation where you will have to like weigh both the things and then move ahead. But definitely you or this person, whoever your lover is ready, oh my god, to make the choice. So all the best for that. Okay, next card is again another beautiful card, Six of Cups. Now can you see Six of Cups? This is not just an older person giving love to a younger person. This can also be your inner child, and the other interpretation is this can also be your past life love. Okay, so your inner child. There are two cards frankly which talk about you know love in a more self-love manner as well. And a healthy form of loving connection is always including, it should always be inclusive of your self-love. Because frankly, if you forget about yourself, when you get into a loving connection, then it's not a loving connection at all, because any form of relationship which tells you that it's a love relationship should not get you to forget yourself. Okay, the best, the healthiest form of love is where you feel better about yourself. Okay, so you start doing better things in your life, it makes you a better person overall. This love that you're considering right now, it is one of the highest forms of love, I must tell you. Now, this, if this shows your inner child, you have started nurturing your inner child, which says that this love is absolutely correct for you. This person is absolutely correct for you, because this person is taking you back to your wounds. Okay, maybe it seems like a very painful experience, wherein you are getting to discover the sides or shadows of you which you don't want to look at, but indirectly it's doing you a lot of good. But otherwise, the highest kind of understanding I'm getting at this moment is that this shows your past life connection. This love that you're considering right now was also present in your past lives. Okay, so this is a spiritual love connection. This may be a soulmate, maybe your twin flame. But even if it is a karmic soulmate, because there's also a concept of karmic soulmate. So karmic soulmates are that some problems that occurred between you in a past life, that karma probably is getting over, and now only the soulmate connection will continue forward, and you're going to have a blast probably. Then comes the page of swords. Now, when you look at the page of swords, so swords is a lot about connection, communication, and page of swords is also about taking action. But when you look at the page energy, that's still a student energy. So there's some growing up someone has to be doing, either you or your love. So one of you is like either younger or maybe a little immature. That growing up needs to be done. Okay, communication needs to be made, action needs to be taken. So intellectual understanding, um, I'm being guided to say that one of you is trying to intellectualize this entire scenario. Okay, is he good for me, is she good for me, and kind of a thing. One of you is not actually, so one of you is trying to put their heads also into this. It's all right when a relationship has to be built, but when you talk about true love, when you talk about spiritual love, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think intellectuality really works. When you're truly in love, when you are with a twin flame or soulmate, the mind doesn't work at all. Okay. So if intellectuality comes in between, is this person right for me? Is this person from my community, my, whatever expectations of my parents? Then, so this card kind of bothers me, but it's all right. The seventh, the last card, okay, this one was the jumper card. The jumper card says, you will be in this energy. You'll have to, you know, look at this person. He's trying to, stay his ground. That's a good card. But it also says that, see, so in two scenarios, if you are the one who is going to, you take this, progress on, then in that situation, you should stand your ground. Okay, don't get blown by emotions, and don't get, so if you have decided, then decide and move ahead. Okay, so then this kind of gives you the thing that stand your ground, stay firm on whatever you are saying. Don't say I love you one day and then the next day you run away. If you are the person who's expecting love to come into your life, someone is coming to propose you, to confess to you, or whatever, in that condition, if you are that person who's listening to this, then stand your ground. Stand your ground in what sense? This person who is about to come may not give you exactly the proposal that you're looking forward to. That sounds sad, but it also reminds you, I think, other cards, if you look at it, inner child healing, if we think of this, self love, if you think of this, then this card reminds you that to be in a love relationship, you don't need to erase yourself, you need to stand your ground. So I'm hoping that from both the sides, I've been able to tell you what exactly does it mean for you. So it seemed like a very, very beautiful kind of a situation. However, let me also guide you that there was not a single cups card, which is a little sad that real emotions were not being shown. They were mostly talking about actions and actions. Okay, so yeah, I mean, overall it's a great reading, but I would say that some intellectualization is still happening with the people who have chosen white. Okay, so let's go to the next one. People who had chosen silver. Okay, so for the ones who have chosen silver, let's understand how your next 3 months are going to be in terms of love. Okay, your love connections, love relationships. What are you expecting? Think of the person whom you love and what are your expectations? What is it going to be like? Let's see. Silver people. First card, oh my god, is Chariot. Oh god. Okay, let's start. Okay, first card itself is Chariot. So you are being put into a situation where you have to make a decision. You have two roads. Now I'm reminding you of the poem that I've taught. Two roads diverge in a wood. So you have to now, frankly make a decision. Whether you're going to be more reasonable or whether you're going to be more emotional, what is it that really stands out for you at the moment? This also may be regarding two people or two connections. So which one do you choose? Okay, and which one do you choose? Why am I saying that it can be about two people? Why do I say that here? Because the next card says something like that. Because one of them is going to die. Okay, one of these connections is about to reach its death. So you have to understand that only one of these love connections will stay. If you want to make a move towards one of these people, one is a past connection, maybe you're just ending it. The other one is whom you are maybe thinking over a lot about that person or something. Then you have to make a move, you have to make a choice. It's time that one of the connection dies. It most likely seems to be the previous connection where you were engaged previously, but it might as well, if you don't take the right action, it might as well be the new connection you were wanting to move ahead to. Okay, so one of the connections is going to die. Okay, and when I look at the card, I am inspired to say that this is a previous connection which didn't work for you, which didn't make you happy, is about to die. And the Chariot card tells me that you will not only have to take action to confess to the right person, but you'll also have to take action to end the previous connection. Okay, so I don't know why people think about spiritual awakening or manifestation, law of attraction, all these things as we want something new in our life, or with spiritual awakening we get a lot of wisdom, but that's not the truth. The missing link is to get something new into your life or to revive something original or divine within you. You have to do away with what is not required. Exactly what this card says, that you must end a cycle to begin a new cycle. That's why you are in the Chariot position. You have to make a decision. So make the decision to be able to get the kind of um, result that you want. Frankly, at the same time, it also says that you are going to have a lot of opportunities, lot of options. Maybe there are lots of people around you, you are who seem like interested in you, or maybe you yourself are interested in a lot of people. Whatever is the situation, please let me show you the card very closely, because not all options are safe. See, one of the card has a snake coming out. One of the card is like covered. Okay, so don't think that all the options are safe. Okay, if I am here to tell you, because even the next card, oh my god, the next card is also saying the same thing that I was about to say. If I was a person being, your love guru, what I would say at this moment would be, look for that person. If you have a lot of options, look for that person who brings out the best in you, in whose energy did you feel that you are in love with life, or you really want to live your life, you really want to do impossible things, and you felt that you can do impossible things. Now you know what happens when twin flames also meet, because that's the ideal kind of love that I know about, and it's not the romantic love that people think, or even the highest level of soulmates. These people become very scared in the beginning. They may think we don't deserve each other or something, like both of them are thinking the same thing. uh, and the same emotion, if you see, when you are wanting to do something great, like let's say you want to be an IAS officer, you think of UPSC as, I really want to do it. But what happens on the day of the interview or the examination? You get very scared. You stop having faith on yourself. So, what I'm trying to tell you is that something that really challenges you, something that brings the best out of you, is something that you must choose. Okay, frankly, choices may appear to be many, but they are not all right choices, because out of one of them, something is hidden. Out of one of them there is a snake coming out. So the next card says exactly what I'm trying to say. Choose the person who makes you the magician. The magician has all the powers. Can you see? Has the cups here, then has the wands here, then on the table you can see the pentacles as well as the swords. Everything. The magician has all the tricks of the trade, and the magician is super powerful, has all kinds of energy. Find out that person who can bring the best out of you. That should be the right choice. That's what the cards are saying. So you'll have to end something from the past which didn't work. You have to make the right choice. This should be the right choice. How? You don't have to see whether this person is right for me or not. You have to see, how did I behave with this person when I am with this person versus when I'm with this person versus with I'm with this person. Whatever number of comparisons you have, where did I perform the best? you know in what situation did I think that I can crack open the world and I can do anything and everything? Because people of high energy, or people of the same energy as you, your soulmate or your twin flame, will always get you into believing that I can do the impossible. While karmic partners will always get you into the energy, oh my god, can I have some time for myself? You may think that they're easy and they're from my community and whatever, but they will not get you into the right energy. So choose wisely. Choose the magician in you. Choose yourself where you are the best. And frankly, what they are saying is, the final card is that walk away from illusion. Can you see this person? Six of Swords. This person is kind of walking away. There is some level of detachment. Maybe if you are not choosing things wisely, maybe you should be able to detach from all these things. Not, so when we are in a jam packed in a traffic jam, okay, then we think, oh my god, it's so difficult, it's so difficult. But what if you could see the jam from the sky? You'll see, oh, the jam is only this much or whatever, because you cannot see that the road is going to be free in some time. So try to first detach yourself from the situation to make this judgment. So these are the things that are going to happen. Probably they can happen on their own, in the sense, this is how realizations will happen, and you will get detached and you will become your higher self. Because the magician actually is like your higher self, your highest self, your best version. So things are not showing up in a romantic way, but things are showing up in a way that healing seems to be the thing here. Okay, the previous one was more about intellectualization. This is more about healing your shadows. Okay, this was for silver people. This was also a beautiful reading in its own way. And coming to the people who have chosen gold. Okay, so please take a few seconds and think of that person. And in the meanwhile, I will request your higher self, your divine guides, to tell us that what is about to happen in the next 3 months related to your love scenario. Okay, so for the people who have chosen gold, what is love going to seem like? What all opportunities are coming? What is going to happen? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, thank you, Lord. Okay, so I am, let me just prepare you from the beginning. Things are going to be a little problematic. The first card is the World card reversed. Had it been like this, it would have been a great opportunity, but a very, very sad cycle is about to begin, least to say. Okay, so there may be some kinds of, you know, fights between you, but this is also an invitation for you to maintain your own energy. Okay, reversed world is, a new karmic cycle is beginning. Now, whether this is about, you know, having a karmic partner, or whether this is about your astrological chart having a, karmic cycle, I do not know. But what I would suggest at the moment is to practice patience. Maybe if you can do some amount of pranayam, because time is never so bad. It is our decisions and our attitude and our thoughts that make them bad. Okay, so if you can hold your life with patience, maybe it will be good for you. So time does not seem to be much in your favor of love. Now, this card, reversed page of wands. Okay, reversed page of wands. So page, first of all, is like page of wands in the this way would have been, like fresh energy of passion and all would have come, but this shows that there is absence of passion. Okay, immaturity in love is being shown up for these people. Whoever is there in your life, I don't know, somehow I feel that these are the women who are choosing this card. If you are a woman who is choosing this card, your lover is immature. If you're a man who is choosing this card, you are immature. I'm sorry, but you're not having enough maturity related to love. That's a very sad card to get. Oh my god. Either this person has lost passion, maybe he's intellectualizing a lot and thinking too much in the brain a lot, but passion is absent. Passion is absent, frankly, in this situation. Wheel of Fortune is saying that, the time doesn't remain the same. Okay. And Wheel of Fortune, fortunately, is not reversed. Okay. So it does say that there are chances of things becoming good if you keep up the passion. Like, keep up the passion in the sense that, maintain a calm mind. And it's also saying that, it will not be the same. This too shall pass kind of an energy is here, which kind of says that, this relationship is on a jagged path, things are not going to remain the same. So this is kind of a sad reading. But these are only 3 months that we were reading about, so don't get so sad, because the next card is again a very, very sad card to receive. Five of Swords. Can you look at them? Okay, so Five of Swords, there's a fight, there are conflicts, frankly, happening. And you people either probably this is a verbal fight only. There are some levels of conflict, and maybe that this does not manifest in a verbal fight. Maybe this only manifests as some misunderstandings, but a high level misunderstanding, because of which this card, the next card, is Ace of Swords. Communication is absolutely very, very important. Please initiate communication, please talk to that person clearly. Now, what I've learned in my life at the age of 41, I can definitely say relationships. Sometimes we think, I've seen women also, and I've been that woman myself, thinking that, oh, he doesn't understand me even this much. He doesn't understand what he's saying right now is making me sad. After becoming a mother of two boys, I realized that boys are highly emotionally immature. And I'm sorry if you are being hurt and being a boy and you're thinking like that. But what men accuse women of is that, oh my gosh, she's so much into emotions and she's always so dramatic. The reality, also from the perspective of a woman, is you don't know how to, a lot of men don't know how to serve women in an emotional manner. Sometimes when she's talking to you about, her problems, she's just wanting you to listen to her. Sometimes she's just sad and she is low on energy, she expects you to hug her. Okay, so there are many things. I think anyone who's listening to me and feeling a little annoyed with me or whatever, or thinking that this is something deep rooted, you know deeply meaningful, you must read books like Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, because men and women are frankly very, very different. Oh my god, bringing up two boys, I've understood that. So I have tried my best to explain to them the love language of women, like what women expect, and I keep telling them back, no, this did not sound sensitive at all. So my elder one is growing up, and I still have to tell him number of times, this was very disrespectful. I'm sorry, this is not funny. Because guys, when they're in the preteens and becoming a teenager and becoming tall and all, they forget sometimes that this is the very same woman who has brought me up. So sometimes they think they are being funny, they think they are being very trendy, but they're actually being rude. So if such a situation comes up in your life, okay, we are talking about romantic life right now, please initiate a conversation and tell them that, what would you think if I said something like this. Number of times, like, so men say they can crack jokes, and I faced this in my past myself. Jokes like the wife died and then the man was like free, or the man asks, when are you going to your parents house? So funny, for men. And sometimes women also laugh. This is the biggest form of stupidity I've ever seen in women. So when you crack, if a woman cracks the same joke that, oh my god, when are you going to die, or when are you going to go out for something, they'll start doubting her character. You'll start thinking that she has someone more special in her life, or that her parents didn't teach her how to behave. Why this hypocrisy, this high level hypocrisy? You expect something from a man. Man can be casual, woman cannot be. If she's asking, when will you go away? The first thing that anyone would think is she has some lover. The lover would come after the husband leaves. This is very important. I was just giving, and I'm not just being biased against men. What I'm trying to say, even if a man does not like the joke of a woman, please take out time and tell her that, what you said at that point of time was hurtful. So for a woman also, okay, sometimes if the insensitivity crosses its limits, I think it's time for you to leave. But in the very first few instances, don't laugh and be a. I've seen that. That's something that has been taught to a lot of women. So, and when I saw my own children doing that a few days ago, I was telling them that, did you like what this uncle or aunt was saying to you? Then my younger one says no. Then I said, then please speak up. Don't laugh with them and make them feel that they can insult you. Because sometimes I take a step back. Like, initially when my children were growing up and as a single mother, I was ready to thrash any human on this planet who was troubling my kids, okay? But now I have to make them to build them up in a manner that they speak for themselves. This card reminds us communication is absolutely important. Conflicts may arise. Do not go silent. Do not go silent at all. Relationships are important, but more than relationships, you are most important. Your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship. Well, so that's it for today. Signing off, Arunima. If there are any more suggestions for what kind of questions should be asked from tarot, or if there are any spiritual topics you want me to cover, you're most welcome to comment in the, make a comment, or you can also, if you know me personally, then you can WhatsApp me. Thank you.